All right, good morning. My name is Sarah Blatz, and today I'll be talking about how the Yellowstone supervolcano is monitored. So, hopefully, as you know, there is a massive supervolcano sitting under Yellowstone National Park, and if it ever were to explode, it would destroy the ecosystem of America and probably the rest of the world as well. Fortunately, the next predicted explosion is not for another 90,000 years, so that's nothing for us to worry about. Unfortunately, however, it is still a volcano, and volcanoes can be very dangerous, so scientists still need to monitor it very closely. And they do that through the use of seismicity, deformation, and hydrology within the park. So, first of all, there's seismicity. There are between 1,000 and 3,000 earthquakes within Yellowstone National Park each year. All of those are monitored by over 30 seismic stations that are in the park and the surrounding area. Using those earthquakes, we can tell if it's tectonic plates moving, scraping up against each other, or if there are hydrothermic fluids such as magma or hot water moving around underneath the surface that is causing the crust to have to move. And by knowing that, we can tell if there is more water coming to the surface, if there's a danger zone in the park that needs to be monitored for excessive earthquakes or possibly a new geyser formation or, melting roads or something. The next way that they use is deformation within the park, and you need to think of deformation in Yellowstone National Park like in a balloon. So when you blow up a balloon, obviously it gets bigger and expands as more air gets into the balloon. And then when you let air out, it deflates and goes back to its normal size, I guess. And so that's exactly what's happening at Yellowstone. As hydrothermic fluids, like magma, move around, they move into different spaces, and those spaces have to grow to make room for them. And so the elevation of Yellowstone National Park is moving up and down all the time. But it's very significant to scientists because it means that we can know where uh, magma and water is at the park, and by that we can tell where the pressure zones are, what's moving up and down, how it's moving, um, and that can be very important. And then the last one is hydrothermics. And hydrothermics you can basically think as the reason you're going to visit the park. The geysers, hot springs, mud pots, all of that is the hydrothermic features of Yellowstone National Park. And to monitor the volcano, we monitor their temperature, frequencies of eruptions with geysers, and we use that to know if there's more pressure in one area than in another. Like if there's more frequent eruptions for one thing, then we know that there's probably more water going into that area. And so, yeah, that's how it's monitored. If you want to learn more, my website is monitoringyellowstone.weebly.com. I'll put a link for it in the description, and hope you enjoyed my video, and have a nice day.